Okay. All right. Where do you see? Up there. Okay. I got one person in and got a like already. And Ronald, quick to the draw landing. There you go, buddy. Hey, Ronald, welcome in. All right. How you like I changed my backdrop there? We was at the store today and I seen that poster. I was like, yeah, let me get that. All right. So I'm going to do a quick paint. Ronald, since you helped me so much, bluegill or bass? You know, either one of those are my favorites. Oh, and anybody that this is the mishap lure, Ron. Still looks okay, except for the clear coat's all boogered up, but it's pretty. Came out pretty nice on the last paint. And that's with the eyes and stuff in it. I'm not going to put it close because then you'll see how bad the clear coat was. But I'm still going to fish it. I'm going to throw it. I mean, it's going to work. So what do you think, Ron? Bluegill or bass? I have a few things set up already over there. One of those two patterns. Bass pattern. Okay. I haven't actually painted one of those in a good bit, so that'll be fun for me. I don't think I've done one in about 4, 5, 6 months at least. We could do that, but I've already got S crank, already base coated. Nobody needs to see that, right? And so I got my paints already set out, and then compressors on. Yes. All righty. So with the bass, I have my darker green. It's called Ivy Green that I put as kind of a base.
Yeah. Brad, is it monkey or monkey?
Monkey, singular. It should, if you look at the bell in your top right corner, it should tell you. Come here. But when I do the bass, I just basically put a little bit of that green on the sides. And then because I want a little texture in the top, use the old hoop ring. And put it down. Because there's going to be several colors over the top of this here in a few minutes. And it just gives you that texture. Once I go over that with the lighter greens and that give it the other colors. Hi, bud. I hear you found it.
I did. I have to message it to Captain.
Oh, look, Joyce found it. She says hello. Hi, Amy. Thank you for stopping by. This is my second one. I appreciate you coming in, hon. Hope you're feeling better. Okay. Amy, if this don't work out, this paint job, blame Ron. He picked the bass. We can blame Ron for everything, right? No, Ronald's helped me. Ronald, kind of got me to where I'm at here with some of my painting. It pushed me, get going, get going. So I did. I'm just putting a little bit of this tan color right here, right on the bottom. Just I'll go over it with a little bit of white right up around the throat. But I just, for some reason, I've started to like that tan. It's not even really a tan. It's almost a white, just an off color. And then take that. Feel like a chicken with his head cut off, looking around for everything, trying to watch the camera, read the chat. How you do this all the time, Ron? It's driving me nuts. I guess I'll get used to it, right? Tell me I will. Amy, will I get used to this?
Huh?
Hi, Jen. Good to see you. I can't really see you, but
Dad?
glad to have you here.
No, it's monkeys.
So, man. And this is just a plain white. I'm going to put it up around the throat. Just a little drop. And I'll give you a close up here in a second. Sometimes it's just a little blow on, get them a little bit dry, get a little wet. Shut up, Ron. But anyway, so that it's a little whiter up here on the throat. I know the camera doesn't pick it up that well, but and then that green on the side with a little bit of texture on the top. And this is where it starts. That's just the base coat. And then from there, I'll flip this over so I dry it real quick. Okay. So, and with the bass, I usually do a multiple different color greens and color shifts and whatnot on them. But they're just, I have a bluish green, like a lime green. I've even done them in purple, and Ron probably remembers the one I did just one or two of. I called them a stealth bass. They were almost black, but I really like those ones. They look cool. Where's my stir stick? There it is. Still got the white in the brush. Purple, yeah, I've done it in purple. It actually looks really cool. I might have to do that on one of my paints. If I knew which box it was in, I would dig it out and show it to you, Amy. It came out really, really cool. When my granddaughter used to come over and paint with me, she would pick the colors, and she would pick purple all the time. I did some crazy colors when she was with me, but they were some pretty baits. She's got a whole box of them that she's helped me paint. Let's see. Okay. And this is just some color shift, and I'm really not trying to make it color shift. I'm just trying to give it that pearlized look because I'll actually take it down into some of that white. It just gives it a nice shimmer. Like that. Let's see if the camera will pick up the shimmer. Yeah, it is. There it goes. It's picking up the shimmer. So it picks up that shimmer and it turns everything that nice color. We can almost see that it's tan on the back and then whiter towards the front right there where my pinky is.
Oh my God, you're stupid.
Ariana. Oh, hey Paul. How you doing, buddy? But yeah, so they do that. And then where once I get my stencil on there in a second is when it really starts to look like a bass. And then so take that. Keep that one out there. It's got print on it. So these are my little bass stencils. I made them on a Cricut, and they work really well. I've been using them since I started painting, basically, because I had the Cricut before I started painting. Then once I learned I could make stencils on there, I was like, oh my. But I ain't even gonna take out that color shift because I'm going black, and it'll just leave a little bit of the pearlescence in the paint. Okay. So I just layer on the table. I let the airbrush do the flattening of the stencil on the back, and then I just add my paint. Here. Dry the other side off because I just sprayed on it. Like that. So here we go. And put that up there. And then I darken up the eyes and the head and the back just a little bit. Here. Just a little bit of black. And then, hey Ron, my high on my hair dryer doesn't work either. I have to use it on low. I don't know what caused it, but shortly after you said it, mine went. The pain in the butt. Put it all the way forward on high and nothing. Just low. You jinxed me. But anyway, so once I touch the back, now I'll go over it with a that's burnt umber. So I'll get the black out, and then I'll put just a little bit of sepia across the top of the back. Let's see who do we have. I don't know that I did a blue one yet, Jen, but I have done a purple bass. Thanks, Amy. Loving it so far. Appreciate it.
Fred,
What?
press the button in next to the high-low
High-low what?
on the blow dryer.
Oh, I don't know. I'll check it in a minute. Let's see. Amy, you being mean to Ron? So when I use the sepia, I actually use very little of it. 1, 2, 3 drops of that, and I'll put more water. It's not really water, it's alcohol, water, a couple drops of dish soap, and Windex. And that's what I use to clean. And I use it to thin as well, and it does a great job. Um, putting that in there makes it really translucent. There we go. And just darkens it up. Let me see if I can get that in there to where you, ooh, other way, camera. And there is some details from the mesh on there that the camera's not really quite picking up on there. But it's looking good. There's the outside. And then, take that and that. And I've kind of gotten away from using glitter lately. And I use this Testors color shift. And if I take it close enough, you can see how it's not really color shift, if you ask me. It's more of a metallic because it's in a clear paste. I was trying to show you the color up in there. But I'll take out and I'll just thin it down in a mixing cup and I'll spray it, and it becomes, because I thin it out, a super, super, super fine glitter. And it just gives a really cool effect. And I've been looking for that when I'm at the store, and I can't find it again. So I'm glad I bought both bottles colors when I was there. We got it at, I think it was Michael's or Hobby Lobby down Pittsburgh. Oh, I got to clean that one out. We don't want to spray more of that. Well, thank you. If you're talking about that Laura Amy, thank you. They're pretty. I like them. It's taking me a while to get the hang on everything, and I've got a few paint jobs that I really like to do, and this is one of them. This is one of my favorite ones to do. So put that in there. One thing about this Testors, you have to really open the nozzle up and get it wet so that the flakes will go through the brush. Otherwise, it just fogs up and burns. If you try to just mist it or try to, like you're trying to do a decal. So I do it in a couple coats, light, couple light coats, and dry it in between, and then build it up to where I like it. There we go. Okay. Yeah. She's dried up there. Let's see if I can get it. If I can get it to show the metallic. I don't think it will. See that blue color that's showing through? That's what the testers is putting on it. And it just where it gives it a highlight. It doesn't really change the colors of anything. Okay. Well, I think I just want it a little darker, just around the eyes. Yeah, I do. I think it's because I painted those stealth bass on it. I like the bass pattern so dark. There we go. There we go. Now there we are. That's the way I like it. Thank you, Amy. Oh, well, here in just a minute, I'm almost done painting this, and I do want to make a few mods. I just don't know how to do that yet. Yeah, last week I didn't even have a chat. So just a little bit darker around the eyes. Oops, other way. And just a little bit on the very top. Not enough to get rid of any of the metallics or anything. And that's pretty much how I'm going to leave her. I don't know. I could put side fins on it, but I think I'll fish it just like that. But what I can do, I do have some green eyes already laid out. Yeah, those ones. But if anybody wants to pick a different color eye, I can go with a different color. What do you think, Jen? Jen, you still in here? We'll let Jen pick. What color eye? Brownish gold. I don't know that I have a brownish gold. But I look. I have a bunch. Cases and cases of them. Actually, I do. I have a brownish gold. Ooh, those blue ones in there are pretty too. I don't remember seeing those. But I have, if they show up, they're brownish gold. They got like a gold, or they're a gold color with like a brown ring around them. So we use those. That will look cool. There we go. I ain't even taken one of these out yet. I didn't even know I had brownish gold. Okay. We'll drop a super glue. Bet you never did that. I shot a little too much super glue in there. There we go. Ooh. Good call, Amy. Good call. Okay. Looks a little angry at that angle, don't it? But yeah, there we go. Came out pretty nice. Amy said, mine. Hopefully, what's that? Thank you, Ronald. Appreciate it. Okay. Now, where'd I put the lid? I'll find it in a minute. But anyway, so just a quick paint. Yeah, I can't find the lid. It's here somewhere. So how do you make a mod, Ronald? Let's see, try right click. Open cartridge. No. Add as moderator right there. Okay. There you go, Ronald. Thank you. I am putting you as one. And you too, if you don't mind, Amy. Because it's kind of hard to watch the chat and paint. And manage that. That will catch a bull. You think, Aim? I hope so. 2.0. No, I have not seen it, Ron. I haven't been on Sugar Tit in a minute because where did I move them all to? When I was reading up in here, I have probably about 100 and something crank baits that I need to paint that I've got. So I got about 100 and something different styles. I got S cranks, I got some rattle traps, I got a few others, and then I have a case. I don't know where it went, but I have a case that is just to be a bunch of repaints, and there's everything from some what do they call them, not warthogs, wobble warts. Anyway, those flatfish and quite a few others that. What's it? Hi, Luann. How are you? She's in the other room. She's watching. She can see the chat probably. How are you doing, Lou? Lou is a friend of my wife's. She said she can't see the chat. I don't know. She probably did something on her phone. Wiggle warts. That's it, Amy. I can't remember the name of them, but I have a few of those to paint. Some old Rapalas and some other ones. Nothing expensive or that I, so expensive that I wouldn't mind repainting it. But yeah, I got quite a few to do, along with all the other ones. So, and then if I ever really get bored, Ronald, I still have these ones. These ones did work. I weighted them to take them offshore when me and my brother go. So these are pretty heavy. They dive down. But look how big that is. That's a handmade. I got a mold over there. Ron remembers when I make that, I'm sure. But I got that one. And the other one that I couldn't get to swim right, Ron. I don't know if you ever did, but I gave up on that one. I could never get it to swim right. It swam great when it was wood, but when I made it out of resin, it just would not swim. It just wanted to roll over. I think it was not buoyant enough to make it stand upright, even though when the weight's down here, it has to have buoyancy. But I tried adding spears and things. Oh, there's my right in front of my face. Sucks getting old. Can't see shit anymore. Yeah, micro balloons. That's it, Amy. I tried adding enough of those to get it to stand upright, and it just wouldn't. But the wood one, it swam great. Is the wood one out? No, it's not. But I did make several of these to take out on when me and my brother take a trip again. Let's see if I can get this one unhooked. Over that way. And take them out and troll with them behind the boat. There you go. But there's that one, and then did I show the other one there? I don't know if I did or not. This one. I got a whole bunch of them. I made them for me and my brother's trip. So, all right, making moths is pretty easy though, Ron. Now, what else do I need to do? Possibly. I tried several times, Amy. I tried on making them, to where they just barely floated, keeping the buoyancy up just enough to weigh it down, but they just kept rolling. I don't know. Thought maybe it was the lips were crooked. I made about a dozen of them, and I just could not get the other out of wood. Um, that swam great. They're all put up, of course. Amy, did you see my video last week? Did you see this one? The streamer I tied? I'll take it out of the box. I don't know why I showed it in the box both times. But I tie streamers and stuff. These are weighted on the hook shank. I used to tie these when I lived down in North Carolina to go striper fishing. And once these are wet, they're heavy enough that you can throw them on a bait caster. I don't even fly fish with them. I just throw them on a bait caster. And I want to say muskies. The striped bass used to tear them up. Yeah, but and that is what I do, Amy. I add the weights after, and I add it in the belly so that it's as low as possible and that it's adjustable. And they float the way that they're supposed to. They float vertical. But as soon as that one started to swim, it's a jointed lure. Instead of swimming, they just go rope and roll over upside down. And not to say a fish wouldn't hit it for doing that, but I just not a fan of them. So I gave up on that one. It has the line tie. Yeah, they're solid through wires. On those crankbait ones, they're solid through wires. There's a harness inside. On the other one, I moved the eye tie around. I moved it up onto the back of the head. I had it below the lip. I tried a bunch of things. I'm just over and done with it. It's a look pretty bait though. It's okay. It happens. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming in. Like I said, I'm not going to do over a long one. Y'all have a great night. And y'all take care. Have a great night. There's end stream. Thank you, Amy. All right. Y'all have a good night.